Hello, everyone, and welcome to Global Chronicles, the series where I try to help you learn more about this fascinating place called Earth, specifically people and what they did with it. Today's topic is the first topic that was suggested to me by a viewer and won the poll that I put on Instagram about my next video. Today, we discuss the American War on Drugs, often considered to be the origin of many of America's problems, such as over-militarization of police, racially unequal incarceration rates, police violence, and unfair jail sentences. Sorry for posting so late. The last few weeks have been really busy and really rough for me. But anyway, without further ado, let's discuss the American War on Drugs. The story begins in 1968, although drug problems existed in the United States long before that. In November of this year, Richard Nixon was elected President of the United States. The next year, Nixon began to crack down on illegal drug imports into the United States. In November of 1969, Operation Intercept was launched. This increased the search time of any vehicle crossing the U.S.-Mexico border to at least 3 minutes, effectively halting trade with Mexico and causing Mexican farmers' crops to wilt whilst waiting to cross. This forced the Mexican president, Gustavo Díaz Ordaz, to increase regulations on marijuana farmers in Mexico. In a 1971 speech, Richard Nixon officially declared war on drugs, calling it America's public enemy number one. This has been perceived by modern scholars as a way to persecute anti-Vietnam War activists and African Americans, both of whom were common users of marijuana. This resulted in the incarceration of African Americans to rise to a level twice that of white men. As the sale on marijuana was being fought by the United States police, a new drug trend would sweep the Western Hemisphere: Colombian cocaine. Cocaine rose to prominence via the smuggling empire of Pablo Escobar, who smuggled 80% of America's cocaine into its borders. The rise in drug usage caused President Ronald Reagan to impose a zero-tolerance anti-drug abuse program in 1986, imposing harsh prison sentences on those caught distributing or using drugs. This led to a militarization of American police and an increase in police brutality. Eventually, Pablo Escobar lost control of his cartels and was killed by Colombian police in 1994, lowering the cocaine smuggling into the U.S. This was not the end of the drug war, however, as the harsh punishments to drug dealers and users continued to the present day, and was even encouraged during the Clinton administration, where anti-drug spending was doubled. And as illegal drugs continued to appear on America's streets, and Congress divided on the future of the conflict, it does not appear that the war on drugs will end anytime soon. Well, that's the American War on Drugs. I try to keep this one short to the best of my abilities. As always, leave a suggestion as you want to see me cover next in the comments of this video or on my Instagram at CalebZHelsel. Till then, thank you for watching Global Chronicles. I will see you next time.